Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you. A little midday money here on a Thursday, July the 27th. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's doing all right. We do have a nice light day of baseball, at least for me, light day betting, right? A couple games. We got doubleheader, Angels and the Tigers. But before we jump into all that, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell here. Notification bells on so you know midday money is live 7 days a week. And pretty soon, Look At Lines will be rolling back because we have NFL and college football right around the corner. You don't want to miss out on that. And of course, previews are up on Winning Free Picks and the Sean Hicks channel. If you're just watching on, not on Picks and Parlays. Anyway, you could always listen after the fact, podcast form, wherever you listen to your podcast, iHeartRadio, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, wherever. There's a bunch of joints you go into, and I appreciate everybody listening after the fact. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Let me tweet. Oh, we're not even Twitter anymore, right? It's X. So I zeeted out X'd out. Am I Xing? Who even knows? Who knows? I don't know. No recap from yesterday. There was no show, so there'll be no recap. We'll go right into today's action. For all intents and purposes, a couple games today. 227, 281. Work to do in the video. We need a winning streak here. Man, we get plenty of 2 and 4 days, 1 and 2 days. Can we get some 2 and 0s, 3 and 0s, 5 and 2s? Nationals plus 180 and the Sox under 8. At this price, I can't lay $2 with the Mets. Senga's great at home, sure. Gray's got decent road splits, sure. Are the Nationals a bad team? Yeah. Are the Mets a good? The Mets are 4 games better than Washington. I'll take a 180. I have to. I mean, the Mets off the Yank series, going nowhere, not hitting much. I'll take the 180 and the Sox under. So I'm just going to lead the Sox under into trade talk. And you can go from there. And I thought Ohtani was not going to get dealt. Right? Let's keep him. You can't trade Rendon with him. We'll keep him. He'll put fannies in the seats. We'll make some money. We'll offer him a 40 mil. He's going to leave. Hey, 40 mil is a lot of money. You're going to be upset with us offering 40 mil? So be it. Lo and behold, they go out and pull a Yankee-style deal. You get a pitcher in Giolito and a bullpen guy, Lopez. Like, how good for them. And not only for this year, that's a move for next year when Ohtani leaves. Now you got Giolito. And how about we get a little push here if Reed Detmers finds his way and Sandoval could find a little form. You got Ohtani, you got Giolito, you got Lopez now in the bullpen. Good pickup. And why the heck wasn't Tampa? Or the Astros getting their ears up on this one? This is what both of these teams, this is what any team needs. Yankees, Blue Jays, Orioles, Tampa, Braves, Dodgers, whoever you want to insert going for a World Series run, how don't you get Giolito and Lopez, a nice starter and a bullpen guy? Now, maybe they're going cheap. We'll try to get Lance Lynn and Joe Kelly or somebody else. How about Cleveland dealing Rosario for Syndergaard? Is that a joke? I'd love Rosario. That's a nice guy in your lineup. I mean, he's in 250. The guy was like a 280. He's 27. Go to his numbers. The guy was like a 280 hitter most of his 11 homers, 280 average. I will take that. Please, I'll take that all over the infield. I don't care. A bunch of guys hitting 280, 285. 11 to 15 homers, sure. It's not sexy 40 home run guy now, but you're getting on base a lot, and those guys will come around to score. So the Sox sell-off has begun, but also the Cleveland deal. Bieber is on the DL, but I mean, you can't trade Ramirez. What else are you doing here? Not sure, but Let's be honest. You're bringing Noah Syndergaard. You're not expecting to win. You're not expecting to win any games bringing Noah Syndergaard in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What else? 41 days to the NFL. 30 days away from college football. I mentioned college. I loaded up another preview last night. Mountain West goes up. So American, ACC, Big 10, Big 12 all up. Mountain West up. I'll be adding probably Conference USA. They'll probably be up there. Maybe Sun Belt. Not sure which one I'm going to add. Pac-12, SEC will be probably next week added up. I mean, they're in the back end. They're queued up there. I gotta say, so I started a week ago. American Athletic on the Sean Higgs page, 240 views, 40 on Winning Free Picks. ACC gets 210 views on Winning Free Picks and 30 on Sean Higgs. Big 12, 70 something on Sean Higgs, 30 on Winning Free Picks, 100 Big Tens, and like 40 on Winning Free. What is? I can't believe the differentials. I don't know. Hey, 100 something people watching the videos early. I appreciate everybody watching. You know that. And my guy for Richie P and Stephen Bowman coming up tomorrow, or maybe even tonight. We'll see. Maybe I'll do it tonight. How about a little baseball card authenticated 89 tops? So, not there's a lot of stuff in here, but it's good to crack it open. Who do we got on the back here? Looks like Kent DeColvey, Dave Winfield, Don Sutton, and I guess Bruce Sutter. So that is in the cards. That wasn't even meant to be a dad joke, but we got there. Let's get to the comments section here on a Thursday. It's a light kind of day. I do have bet, win, repeat with Detroit Lenny today. So be sure to head over there as well to watch me repeat myself. I'm not fat. Cleveland Money Line Nerfy Parlay with a boost. It's $375 on DK. I don't hate, especially the Nerfy. So Cleveland, again, you trade Rosario. You're not an offensive team. I'm assuming they're kind of, hey, we're dead in the water. The Sox, I think, are going to be totally lackluster. The only problem is he's going to come in and throw a stinker. BB's decent. I don't hate Cleveland here. The Sox trade in Giolito and Lopez, they got to be deflated. It's been a bad season. Now guys are leaving. I don't hate it. Plus 375 is nice too. I'm not fat. Steve N is in house. Good morning. Good afternoon. The Mons in house. Angels game went over. I thought about, honestly, let's talk about this game. So last night when I was doing right now in the line, I'm like, you know what? Do we do Tigers? Both games like doubleheader. I'll take the Tigers here. You know, a little home dog in 2 spots. And then we get the trade, and I'm thinking, wow, Angels guys, maybe they feel like, you know what? Wow, we're going for it. We're going for it. Right? Maybe we're still alive here for a wild card. Rangers and Stros have not, nobody's pulled away. Then they're, yeah, Angels got reinforcements coming. Texas might have to make a move, but the Angels, maybe they feel like we got one last push at us. I don't hate it. Over the 8. And speaking of Detroit, I won't be shocked. Rodriguez gets dealt. Probably some of their bullpen guys. And I didn't know Matt Manning was 31. He's that old. Cubbies with Steele versus Mikolos. I don't, this Cubs team, some bad losses, but now they've run off 4 in a row. Talking about trading Stroman and Belly. Mikolos has definitely got to be on the way out for St. Louis. I mean, I thought St. Louis could come in here and, they sweep the Cubs here. I think it changes the whole aspect of St. Louis. Like maybe we could go on a run with our veterans. Man, crazy. I mean, I don't hate it. WNBA. The dream over, he says. Also like Angels run line there with Otani. Stephen Bowman's in the house. Yeah, mom's is so this week was I take care of stuff for my wife. My mom's is going to be in 2 weeks. She has to go for another stent. They can't put it in her legs. I don't know. It's for her heart. Apparently, they go through her hands now. I don't know. She's got thin. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is, Steve. I have at this point I have no clue what's going on. She needs a stent for her heart, but I thought they go through the chest to put in a stint. Apparently, they go through the hands. I don't know. I'm no doctor, and I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Syndergaard traded to the Indians from Rosario. I like Rosario. I mean, Matt. How about Met fans? Would you rather have Rosario right now or Lindor in his $32 million contract? T Money's in the house. Welcome. You fixed the flat tire? He wants to know if you fixed the flat tires. T Money says MLB's kicking my teeth in. I was going to take the over in the Cubbies instead took Swenson for Ribby, and the guy had a billion chances after striking out unreal. Same with Max Muncy. Swanson's back off the injured list. I mean, he was gone for a long time. Wes likes the Cards. This is St. Louis Cardinals you like today with Mikolas? Dave's in the house. Good afternoon. Any thoughts on the Anglers? I do like the Angels first game. I was leaning Detroit in both games, but now I kind of like the Angels in both games. You make a move, I'm a guy who thinks when you get a cloud over your head and who's getting traded and a lot of nonsense, and then it goes the other direction, like, hey, I believe in you guys. Let's go. We're going to win. I don't know, man. I think that's a good breath of fresh air or whatever. I like the Angels today. I like the Angels both games. And I think Detroit, I'm not going to be shocked if Matt Manning and a bullpen guy is on the way out the door by the end of the day. To Moose, my guy Tommy. What do you say? Going to take the under 8 in the Angels game 1. Your thoughts? I don't hate the under in both of these games for the Detroit doubleheader. DeAndre says dream over. I don't know. All right, so he's against DeMond's play in the WNBA. DeAndre, I am not a WNBA guy. I know nothing of the WNBA, and I write down some WNBA picks. Our guy Tony P the other day had I'm looking up the score right now. Connecticut -3. I guess that was Tuesday. I'm going to go back and look to see how they did. Connecticut -3, and they win by 5. 25-19 fourth quarter gets you the W. So we do have some people who get winners in WNBA. But don't follow me for WNBA advice. That is... Do not know WNBA. Do not follow it. Miz is in the house. Going to the racetrack tomorrow. Bet in Saratoga. New York. I stayed at Saratoga Springs at Disney one time. I don't know. Figure I saw that out there. Trevor. And actually, you could see some of the videos I did of the Saratoga Springs videos back on the Sean Higgs channel. I was doing some free picks. I was in Disney. I still got up and did free pick videos. Trevor. Angels run line. Game 1, Mets money line plus Tyson. Yeah, well, the Tyson adds the added value there, especially against King Hippo. Angels run line game. I don't hate the Angels in either game. The Mets money line. Here's the problem. I mean, how do you like 215, 220 with Senga? Just so that Damon asked about this game, my apologies. It's no listen. There's 5 games, and 2 of them are same teams playing a doubleheader. So I'm sure we're going to get repeat questions. Miss took Detroit both games. I initially leaned that way, and then I got the trade, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I could see Detroit selling that too. I can see Detroit selling. Like, you know what? Wow, Cleveland sold off. Well, you know what? Let's try to get some pieces here. White Sox traded 2 guys away. Cleveland traded their starting shortstop or second base or whatever Rosario plays. And okay, that's it. Oh no, didn't the Twins trade somebody too? to get a little. They traded a bullpen guy. They traded a bullpen guy who they got last year from the Orioles, who had a fluke year last year. And we could say what we want about the Orioles last year. Like, I can't believe they were in it and they traded that guy. He had a breakout year, and now he's back to like a crazy 6 ERA like he had before. So, Dave, any thoughts on the Cleveland Indians under the 8? I like the Natties tonight. I'm with you on the Natties, and I do have the. I guess you didn't see the scrolling picks. We'll put them up in the chat again for a minute here. Natties plus 180 and the White Sox under 8. That being said, we are down with our plus dollar daddy picks here in the video. So I don't know if it's good or bad that we like the same games there, Dave. Steven, feeling kind of frisky. Cubs running line. Run line plus 180. Fade of Mikolas. I don't hate fading Mikolas. I mean, I think with the Giolito deal yesterday and Lopez in the bullpen going, I think we're going to see a lot of movement now. I think the Cards with Mikolas, Flannery, Montgomery, and Hicks in the bullpen, or maybe another bullpen arm can go. Lance Lynn in a bullpen arm can go here from the White Sox. Who else could partner up, guys? Rich Hill and a bullpen guy from the Pirates. You know, I think it's going to be a fun weekend of baseball trades. Steve Bowman says Nerfy and Otani Lorenzen is a trap. Good. I honestly kind of like. I was leaning towards unders. I'm kind of like after the deals. I'm like I kind of like the. I like the Angels in both. I like the overs in both. I just think that's going to kind of zap up LA. Give them a little kick in the butt. Get them in gear. Jesse, see you guys on Bet Win Repeat. Yeah, we got Bet Win Repeat. You on me and you, Jesse, today? Jesse, make sure you have your sweater vest on. Steve, odds of Tiny leads in 4 innings with a blister minus 350. Oh, don't say that. I mean, I'm not a big Otani guy. I don't love Otani. Everybody loves Otani. I'm not a huge Otani fan. Is he a great season? Yeah. I don't get all giddy like a schoolgirl to see Otani. But that would stink, especially after making a deal. But what a great deal, man. You got Giolito to fill in that role next year. Great. He's not Otani because he's not going to come in and hit 40 homers. But pitch-wise, he's a solid guy. Eric's in the house. Indians money line today. Got it at even money. I don't hate BB today at even money over Cleveland. Steven, Team Money, I figure you're paying at Swanson and Muncie for Rubies last night. Cubbies money line. That was a roller coaster down 7-2. Comeback. And the White Sox sails out. The Sox. Sox are they are done. They're out on the clotheslines, Ryan. Moneyline Markel's in the house. Bill McDonald's dropping in here. Tigers first 5 game 1. You think? I mean, I could be totally wrong here. And again, yesterday I was like, Tigers both games. I got an underdog. I got the Angels with in flux what's going on. And then they make a big move. So, I don't know. I flipped my thinking on that game and like the Angels to get it done. Moneyline Markel I want to take them. Who do you want to take? Moneyline Markel? The Angels or the Tigers? Steve says hit the over 8.5. A Texas game in the 4th inning. Yeah, my son was at the game last night. He gets there. He's like, hey, what's the line on this game? I said, Framber's a big fave, 160. I said, total's 8.5. So he was there with his friends, had a good time. He brought a Yordi jersey. He's like, I brought a throwback jersey. He's like, it's $150. I'm like, it's all right. Go, you get it. Whatever. Comes back. I'm like, oh, let me see the throwback jersey. He didn't get throwback jersey. I thought it was like the old school jersey, which I would have been happy with because he's as big as me and I could wear it. No, he got something like the Space City Digs or something. Ridiculous. Live bet the over 14.5. Look at this. Ace side at 5th saved my day. Again. You like these in-play stuff. Oh, my goodness. After my tune and play, I'm a Strohs. Well, listen, cash those tickets, Steve. Good for you. Oh, you like the Cubbies and the Guardians money line, Michael. That's who we're looking at here. Again, I like Steele. I'm still holding out hope. Fingers crossed, Cubbies don't deal and make a run here and get my season win ticket over. Who knows if I'll get the NL Central ticket, but if they hold on to the guys, possibly it's alive. And I like Cleveland today as well. Twins bullpens, garbage outside Pagan, Duran, and we'll just say Jackson because we got him all on. Yeah, Jax is a young guy. He's supposed to be a starter, Jax, I thought. was that Dylan Jacks? I think his name is. It's oh boy, what? See, I think a team like the Twins, and you're there, you're in first place, right? If the if the Twins trade, great. I mean, you got Ober, who's kind of young. Ryan is young. Lopez is, oh, excuse me for the yawn. Lopez is what, 26 or something? I mean, I don't think he's that old. It's, oh man. Like, I think they need a bat, but they don't have the prospects. You can't trade Correa. I mean, I would. Who would take him, though? Rosario would have been a nice pickup for them in that Cleveland swap. What is Seattle doing? Yeah, what are the Mariners doing? Good question. They're 7.5 backs. LA's 7 back. LA's 7 backs, and we're going to go for it. Right? Say, hey, we're going to take a shot. Let's go. We're 5 back in a wild card. Seattle's 5.5 back. And you assume someone out of Boston and New York will falter, right? I mean, because at that point you're fighting Boston, New York, and Toronto, or even Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's got problems with their pitching. Their pitching has cratered, and they can't hit. I don't happen. Mr. Number said they were stealing signs. They can't hit anywhere now. David, Syndergaard for the guy in Cleveland. What are Cleveland thinking? What is that deal for? That's a terrible move. I mean, is Rosario a free agent? I don't know. I don't know his contract status. If I'm the Yankees, it would have been, I'll take Rosario. Again, I'm stupid old school thinking. I want a guy who hits 280 and gets on base. Give me a guy who hits in 280, 285 at 27 in his prime. Sure. Steven, collared shirts look professional, special like button. Collared shirts. I'm going to start popping my collars up. Like, I'm going to try to wear like 3 collared shirts. See how many shirts I can get and how many collars I could get going up. Nick, yesterday I had the under 9.5 in Nats game. Oh, boy, 4-1. Oh, boy. Nats went to 15 odds. They won 5-4. I saw something. I don't know. I'm not huge on. Well, I don't do Hickstock, but I got IG, and I'll check out sometimes. I only post I'll post on in Vegas. I'll put some pictures on Instagram. But I was going through the reels, and I came across something. It's this person with like this like mutated little hand, and they're smashing potatoes, and it's like, oh boy, these potatoes are almost. My wife loses her mind when I do that voice. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody see that? He did the tater. He's got like crazy little. Oh my! Bottom 9, 2 outs, 5-4. They hang on. Take the win, Nick. Because how many times have we lost those? Right? We've had plenty of late inning, 8 inning, 9 inning, extra inning losers on totals. Team. I mean, I had one here in the chat the other day. What was it? The Tiger? Maybe it was Toronto under. It was like 1-1, and they scored like 7. And I mean. Man, rough year for me. Rough year. That's not even a rough year. It's been a rough month. Rough month and a half. Well, 6 weeks. 6 weeks just crushed my baseball season. Team Money, why the Sox a fave? Not the Guardians or all that, but should the Sox be the favorite? I'm sure I missed something. Well, you're missing that people love Dylan Cease, and that's the impression of them, that they could hit the ball. And, BB's all right, but Cleveland can't hit, and they just traded a good hitter. A guy who actually hits on their team. It's a stay away. I mean, you can't take a side in that one. If he's going to come out and pitch a gem versus a bad hitting team, like BB's going to be all right, but I mean, I like the under. I just think both teams have both teams traded guys, contributors, major. I mean, you trade a frontline starter. I mean, he's a 2 or a 3 starter on the team, probably a 2. A bullpen guy. And you're starting shortstop. Randy Rose likes Detroit and Chicago today. I initially liked Detroit. I'm not going to lie to you. I like Detroit in both games. Then we had trade, and I got to pull off that. And the White Sox, no way. Where are their heads today after these guys get dealt? They got to be like, I mean, Cease could come pitch a 4-hitter, and they could lose this game 2-1, 2-0. I'm a White Sox is just a stay away. Stay away. Steven, Seattle is in Phoenix for a 3-game series, and then Boston comes to town. Angels, after this doubleheader, hoping the Tigers can get them once, and Toronto can sweep the Angels. Well, now, here's the thing. Now, Toronto, they've that's a weird Toronto team, man. I'm waiting for them to start hitting. I thought this team would be as good as the Braves hitting wise. Yet to see it. Yet to see it. I mean, you got Gaussman tomorrow. Good spot. You're gonna have the Angels off a doubleheader, but I mean, are you laying Gausman's laying $2 tomorrow? He's a $2 favorite tomorrow. I can't lay $2, but do I want to bet on Chase Seleth? No. Steven, what's your thoughts on the over Sox game? 90 degrees, 50% humidity. Again, what do you want to do with the Sox? I, I'm not betting it. I mean, no. I mean, I had the under here in the chat. We got the under in the chat. I think the Sox are gonna be like whatever. I think they just traded two big parts of their team. I think it's just the beginning, and it's gonna reflect in their bats. Like they're just gonna be like whatever. So get through this week. We got what 4 days. Who's ever getting traded? Traded. Let's just, you know, I don't see it. I do not see it. I mean, could it be there? Yeah. I don't know. I'm saying no to that. I mean, I got the under here in the video. Cubs over. It's a little hot, 100 degrees in St. Louis. Well, I'm not a Mikolos guy, so I'd say okay to that. And as great as Steele is, the Cubs have been a team that's kind of unpredictable. So over 9, I mean, maybe lean a little bit there. I'd rather do a Cub team total over. Cub team total over would be I'd look for a game over because I like Steele. Sega K prop for sure. I would think. Well, no. Nats don't strike out a lot. The truth is in the house. Tigers, Angels under 8.5 game 1. That went up to 8. I saw it. I saw 8.5 out there. I saw a bunch of 8s. Is it up to 8.5 all over the place now? Steven, Sean, no show. I didn't get to tell you this. I had 100 on Toronto game 2 and had Toronto finally let a parlay. 9.75 on the Dodgers. That's a hedge. Oy. Oh my goodness. Hedging. It's for gardeners, Steven. Win or lose. Miz, Cleveland can't not then trade Rosario. Cleveland can't hot then trade Rosario? I'm confused here. Or Cleveland got hot? Can't hit. Oh, can't hit. Traded Rosario. Yes. Like, what is that? That makes 0 sense to me. I mean, I like Rosario. And okay, he's hitting 265. Not the best year. Look at his other years. 283, 282, 250 in COVID, whatever to that. 287 with the Mets, 254, 256 his first free year. I mean, 9 homers in his first full season, bat 256 for the Mets, not bad. 2019, 15 homers, 72, 287. COVID year, I give it a pass. He had 252. 1157, 282, 1171, 283. This year, 340, 265. So the average is down a little bit, but maybe because they got some off field nonsense. He's worried about a contract. I mean, the guy's productive. All right, do I want 30 walks and 100 Ks out of a guy? No. Not gonna lie. But he's on pace for a career high in walks this year. So maybe he's walking to a more not hitting. Again, if I'm going to get 11 and 280 out of a shortstop in today's baseball, I will take it. Especially for Noah Syndergaard. Noah Syndergaard. CM Bowman, card opening day after the big win. No, not today. Tomorrow or tonight. Maybe I'll do that tonight because I got another box. I got to get rid of these things before I go to Vegas. I got to clean up my closet. Get rid of some of these cards. Tamoose. God bless Ross, but the college sure think is silly. It has no bearing on who I follow. 40 plus years doing this, I never cared. People were the old. So I mean, listen, I like Ross. I like doing a show. I don't understand what the collar shirt is. It's not like, I mean, I wear a t-shirt, and most times I wear a midday money shirt. Jesse usually has a shirt on. It's not like we're in there topless or something, you know. But it is what it is. I don't know. Nick, Tigers totals and money line are so tricky. You can't be sure on anything. If they hit one inning, you score a bunch. Well, it's not only that. I mean, I like the Tigers last night. Like looking at the lines yesterday, I'm like, oh, Tigers doubleheader. I could do that. I'm a dog in both games. I'm home. Angels. Rumor swirling. I'll take a shot on a doggy doubleheader. Then you get a big trade, and that kind of just changes my thinking on that team. And who knows? Maybe Detroit comes out and still beats them 7-2 or something. Whatever. But as for me betting it, no. My thought process is Angels win here, and they win going forward. I think it's a good move for them. World Cup soccer playing Argentina tie no bet parlay with the Guardians. 5 straight World Cup picks right. I don't know. I'm not a World Cup guy. All I know is that the U.S. couldn't cover a 6 goals versus Vietnam. Michael, I'm doing all right. How are you today, Michael? I just want to talk. I mean, I'm a hot stove guy. So, trades right now, super duper. I love it. Steven, I'm just afraid to touch the Angels game because it's a doubleheader and a getaway day. Yeah. They're going to Toronto and they're facing Gausman. Now, again, with Gausman, I don't want. Yeah. 99, 100 times I want to take Toronto tomorrow. Right? We have Toronto's in off a day off. Other teams off a doubleheader. Makes perfect sense, right? Like, we got to grab Toronto tomorrow. But then you see a number like this, 225 out of the gate. And it's Gausman who's pitched really well. But, I mean, I can't lay that with Gausman. How do you lay that with him? Or just Toronto in general? I mean, Angels come in and sweep right now. Then all of a sudden they've what? 9 of 10, 10 of 12 or something like that. And I'm getting $2. I'm not a Chase Silif. But rough spot. Actually, you know what? If you can get down early on this one, when this line comes up, maybe you get Giolito tomorrow. Maybe it's Giolito tomorrow versus the Jays, and I'm thinking I'll take Giolito. And again, and just quick look at the matchups tomorrow. I would love to take the Tigers tomorrow, right? Reese Olson going to pitch tomorrow. Is that who's supposed to be on the hill? I like that, but I'm off a doubleheader. Do they get swept? Do they win both? Wheeler and Mitch Keller, Garrett Cole and Grayson Rodriguez. Huge game for the Yanks tomorrow. Huge game. I mean, Grayson Rodriguez, you better do something here. It's a pick 'em too. And don't be fooled like, oh, it's easy. You got to take Cole here. Yeah. I'm going to say take Cole at minus 115. You'll never kind of get something like that. But you're also laying 115 because the Orioles are 22 games over 500 and the Yankees are like a 500 club right now. Who else do we have going tomorrow? Mackenzie Gore and Max Scherzer. Hauser, Yoni Chirinos in Atlanta. I'll tell you what, I'll take a Brewer shot there, right? How about the Braves getting swept? McClanahan and Christian Javier tomorrow. Sonny Gray and Brady Singer. Cubbies, who knows who's pitching? Montgomery's supposed to get the start. Logan Gilbert, Tommy Henry. Dane Dunning, Joe Musgrove. Brandon Williamson and Bobby Miller. Reds, Dodgers. Sox in San Fran, Cutter Crawford versus Logan Webb. Michael, I took the Nats first 5 at plus run even money. Tigers first 5 money line plus 125. Will fade Otani. All right, so the Nats I don't hate. I got the Nats here for the game. I mean, I like Senga, but that's a huge number. Tigers first 5, I don't hate it. I mean, part of me wanted the Tigers both today. The trade made me pull off of them. Chris, Otani 7 Ks. I think it should be okay. I'm high on the Angels now. They made a good move. I think that kind of helps everybody out. Where's Belly going? Belly and listen, Belly and a reliever to somebody. Belly and Stroman to a team. Believe me, I think the phones are heating up after that Giolito deal. I saw Stan playing the field yesterday. Weird. Stanton. J-Rock, Tiger game 1. Also game 1, Riley Green, Ribby versus Otani. Huh? Plus 230. I like Riley Green. A hit parlay for Riley Green. I assume that was a hit parlay. Hold on a second. Hit parlay. Tigers game 1 and game 1 Riley Green Ribby and a hit parlay. I'm confused there. To Moose. Sure, and I probably discussed it right, but what would you do if you were the Mets? Would you blow this whole thing up, or are they stuck with the no clearly clauses? I thought Scherzer said he'd waive his. That's why I said Scherzer to the Dodgers. If him and Verlander take their no trade clauses away, why wouldn't you trade them? I mean, Lindor, you can't do nothing with Lindor, but I guess Kana and who's that other giant meatball? What's his name? The big chubby dude, 300-pounder guy. I forgot his name. Who else they have? Tommy Pham. I mean, who you trade on this team? Alonso's staying. I'm not trading McNeil. I like McNeil. I like Nemo. Brett Batty's young. I'd keep him. Go for it. Catcher, obviously. Everybody. I would trade Quintana if I could. Cookie Carrasco. Cookie? You're saving. Who are you saving on to these? This was the year. You were paying these guys for thinking we're going to win it this year. Not next year when they're another year older with more health concerns. I'm trying to get out of him. And if he's really a guy who's like, well, we swallow contracts and we don't care about money, that's the whole Met fan thing. We got a guy, he's going to spend money. Well, tell whoever's taking these guys, yeah, we'll eat those contracts. We want good prospects back. Give us good prospects back. Take the Yanks tomorrow. I think so with Cole. I mean, listen, will I probably have the Yanks there? I probably will. If I get Cole minus 115, yeah, I'll take it. It's not, I can't take Grayson Rodriguez tomorrow at 105 thinking that's some kind of smart play. I'd rather lose 115 than go for a 105 and see a guy get shelled, even against a bad team like the Yanks. J-Rock, same game hit parlays. Here we go. Moniak, we like Mickey Moniak. And Green. All right. Goldie and Morel for the Cubbies. Josh Bell and Josh Naylor. Ruiz and Abrams. Against Senga, huh? All right. That's probably a good payday because Senga's got good home numbers. Pounded Sports says Jays 1-8 or 1-9 last 10 when Gausman pitches. Is it that bad when he's on the hill? I mean, we know the run line is terrible. Here we go. No. That's not that bad. We got to flip that around because they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-3 their last 10. 7-3, although 1-3 the last 4. He lost 3 in a row: 3-0, 5-4, and 2-0 before he got a 9-8 win. You know, him personally, he's covered some run lines: 3 run line winners, a loser, 3-2, 4-2. Then he loses 3 straight games, 4-5, and 9-8. 5-5 in run lines. Again, Gausman run line, not good. When he loses, it's an outright loser, which, though, helps because instead of laying what you're laying with the guy, you're at least just losing even money or minus 110 or something. Michael, Red Sox coming to San Fran tomorrow. Might go see my guy Webb. Maybe let them. I would think you. Yes, that's always a thought. But a day off, traveling. I don't know. Not as much as the day after playing. So I disagree with that spot. Or for that thinking in that spot. McClanahan's back healthy, or do the Stros knock him around? Pissed after getting destroyed. Well, they definitely got destroyed. And again, is he healthy? And how about who got hurt? Eflin gets hurt. I mean, let's look at these games for him, for McClanahan. 3-2 versus Kansas City. And like, oh no, he's fine. 3 innings, 6 innings, 4 innings, 5 earned, 2 earned, 4 earned, 2 earns. And again, 2 and 3 innings. So I mean, that's a big number for him. I'm not running a bet. Tampa Bay is a favorite tomorrow. It's hot and humid tomorrow. Rodriguez will last 5 if he's lucky. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, you got to take Cole tomorrow. Pound it. Lorenz at 18 and third, scoreless. The stock is at peak. Will be traded within the next couple days. Yeah, I just said I won't be shocked if he's out here today. That they make a trade, whether him or Rodriguez. The Rangers and Stros, and even Tampa Bay, they did because they just Eflin's banged up, and you don't know McClanahan. You're already out. Baz, Glasnow's coming back from injury. Now Giolito's off the market. So who are you going for? Rodriguez? Lance Lynn? Or are you really going to overpay a lot and get Dylan Cease? Giolito's got it to you. You calling St. Louis? Monty? Mikolos? Flannery? Tigers, I mean, obviously who's ever going to wait the longest might get a little better because teams are going to get desperate. But, I mean, I need a sweater vest. Found it. I switched it because I wore my gray polo 2 days in a row. Tomorrow I'll have a white polo shirt on for tomorrow. Stop Gio. Higgs got a boost of FanDuel 100% any team. Angels game 1 plus 137. I mean, I don't hate it. It's plus money with Ohtani. I mean, right? You think it's a good deal? They just made a trade. They're going to be pumped up to play. I mean, yeah. What would the be? I mean, what would a game 2 boost be on them? What about a Nationals boost? I'm looking for the craziest boost possible. Stuff, Gio. Scott Smart. Cards and over today here with Mikolos, he says. You think? Now, the other day I said about St. Louis, they come in, they sweep the Cubbies, and you know what? They're not trading guys, and they think they can win the division. I still kind of think that, but the Cubs have now won 4 in a row. They didn't mail it in. I don't know. That to me, that's a tough one today. Over for sure, because I don't like St. Louis pitching, bullpen or starters. Over for sure, Scott. That is the smart move. Mike, I can't believe Dodgers got a Mound Rosario for a corpse of Thorke. Seriously. I like him. Rosario, I ran down his numbers. All right, he's in 260 this year, 250. He's usually a 280 guy, 285. Who doesn't want 285 guy who's 11 homers? I'll take it. For a guy maybe a year away from washing out. Verlander probably wish he was still on Houston. He might go back to Houston. You never know. I'm telling you, Met fans. Oh, we got a guy who's going to spend. We're going to be like the Dodgers. We don't care about money. We'll take it on, right? They tried to get Correa. They swallow their contracts and get top tier, top 15 talent back here for those 2 contracts. Because it's only another year. You could. And who are next year's free agent pitchers? I mean, they could sign a guy, or else you know what? Then you got talent in a pipeline. You can make a trade to get a good guy. You could trade for a top flight pitcher, right? I'm the Mets. I'm saying I'll eat these contracts. I want top guys back. Hey, Tampa Bay, do you want one of these guys? I'll pay him next year. Give me the top guys. And then next year as a free agency, I'll go after Blake Snell. I'll take Blake Snell as a signing. Maybe they go after Nola. I don't know. Steven, Dodgers need pitching badly. Urias, Gonzo, terrible. They lost May and Bueller. Yeah. I mean, Kershaw's at the tail end. Urias has been bad this year. Gonsolin has not been good. May, Bueller out. I mean, Bueller might be coming back, but Grove hasn't pitched good. Sheenan hasn't pitched good. I mean, that guy Peepo, they haven't even brought him up. Vogelback, your 300-pound guy. That's it. Vogelback. Yes. Nathan, good morning. I'm looking for a dime, but I'll take a nickel today. Yeah, good. I'll take a nickel. I mean, looking for a dime today with 4 baseball games? Meatball Vogelback. Yes, it is. Nathan, update. 72% chance of rain in a Met game. Here we go. Hot and humid. You know that rain's coming. Steven, Cleveland needs more pitching for what they can't hit. They can't hit. I don't believe they have any prospects pipeline. I mean, they brought up Naylor. Why are you trading Rosario for Syndergaard? I mean, maybe they're going to flip Syndergaard to the Yanks. I have no idea. Steven, Otani was scheduled sharp for tomorrow, pitching today because of they want him to DH. They want him to DH both games and then pitch the next. That's why I lean Tigers. There you go. Okay. Makes sense. Giolito on the hill tomorrow. Lane, St. Louis boosted to 136 and White Sox 120. Oh, man. How are you taking the White Sox? They just traded to like second best pitcher. Stop Gio. FanDuel throwing 100% profit boost and DK throwing 50% bone. You know they want some action today. Seriously. At this point here, why? If they're giving you that one, if I'm getting 150 from both, how about you just do opposite on both accounts? Like you could take the, Cubby St. Louis basically a pick 'em. What are the, LA game 2 was minus, again, these were last night's line. Minus 115, Detroit was plus 105. Cubbies were even. St. Louis was 110. Cleveland was even. Sox were minus 110. So if I'm getting pluses on both, why won't I do plus 50 on the even oneys and plus 100 on the 110s and guarantee myself a profit somewhere? Lane, the books are definitely looking for some action. They won't fool me. I don't know. I gave you my thought there, and you know what? Maybe I'll make a call back to the Dirty Jers and get involved in some of these things. If I'm getting 100 on 150 on the other, see what the odds are. Stop Gio. Any lines like for tomorrow? Could use the boost on tomorrow's game. All right, here we go. You want to talk tomorrow's game? But are these posted already? Because if I could get, obviously, Garrett Cole at minus 115 versus Grayson Rodriguez, yeah, I'll look at that one. Absolutely, 100%. If I can get a action on the Angels right now, a plus 190, plus $2 with Giolito on the hill, yeah, I will take that one. I could take the Brewers plus a 160, 170 with a bonus against Yanni Chirinos in the starter spot for the Braves tomorrow. Yeah, I'll take Milwaukee there. Sure. Absolutely. Who else we got here? Texas. Plus 150 boost versus Joe Musgrove. Yes. Yes. I'll tell you what. I mean, even the Reds at a 180. I mean, a little further down the line there. If it really got crazy. But tomorrow, Yankees, Angels, again, if we're getting a 190, if it's an action, if they don't have listed in just action, like give me some lines for tomorrow, these games. Yankees, Angels, Brewers. There we go. Texas. Gio has to be traded because of his divorce going through. I don't blame him. I get it. But they were already going to trade Lynn anyway. And let's be honest, Giolito might have been traded either way anyway. You don't know. Panic. We all know Mets would be bad this year. Sign big name guys had in retirement. Now the problem they have. They need to clean up, trade everybody, and rebuild in the offseason. Who's taking that contract? They can't swallow it. I mean, he's got a lot of time left on his contract. They can't swallow that puppy. The pitchers, I'm swallowing those because you'll get something back good. You'll get a top prospect back for those guys if you're swallowing $40 million. I'm telling you, I'm calling Tampa right now. Do you want Scherzer or Verlander? Give me Mead. Give me some good, something. What are you giving me? And then I'm going after Snell in the offseason. I'll go after another free agent pitcher, Stroman. I know, uh, whatever. This nobody likes, Stroman. The Met people, whatever. I like Stroman. I'd bring him back. Him, Snell, um, Katana. If they're gonna bring him back, I try to trade Cookie right now for whatever I can get for Cookie. J Rock, Phillies need to get an outfielder. Schwarber doesn't belong out there. No. That's why they DH. So I'm telling you. Phillies, CJ Crone, and a bullpen guy from the Rockies. Or maybe they get Gomber or somebody. Who knows? Kyle Freeland. CJ Crone and somebody, because everyone wants a bullpen guy. Or Dom Smith. Why am I getting Dom Smith from the Nats? First baseman. All right, I'm going to wrap this puppy up. Bet win repeats coming up shortly. Listen, picks and parlays, folks. The football previews are on the Win and Free Pick side of things, and on Sean Higgs' channel as well. I appreciate wherever you watch them, but subscribe to the channel. Why wouldn't you? Padres go nowhere, blow it up. Seriously, if I'm them, I'm trading Tatis and get something back. So rebuild that farm system a little bit. Trade Snell. Where are you going? You tried. Trade Snell. He's a free agent. Snell and Hader. If you don't think the Yanks would dump everybody, you say whoever you want. Snell, Hader, Tatis. You want Volpe? Or not Tatis, Soto. Peraza, Dominguez, the catcher Wells. Name your price. They would do it, thinking that would put them over the top or get them into the hunt. Tatis hasn't been the same since they took away the roids. I know he was hot for a minute. All right, I'm getting out of here. Got to do another show. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Tomorrow. It's only a day away. Snail has a snail scale shoes. What is? Goodbye, Nathan. Take it easy, everybody.